And we're already staked, baby. Hey guys, welcome to Blue Collar Crypto. This is your boy Crypto G. I wanted to go over some stuff, getting you guys ready for the next bull run. Okay. First thing is the narratives, the things that the bull run we're hot in aren't going to be the same. Like the things, the tokens, the projects, the crypto, the assets, all the things in the last bull run that were heating up and that were the narratives of 3 years ago aren't going to be the same ones for this year. That goes for exchanges. That goes for things like NFTs. Like the NFTs are dead. Now we think that the NFT, technicals, like the programs that they're and blockchains that NFTs are written on are still going to be something for the future, narrative for the future, but the actual money in NFTs has gone down. So it doesn't mean the technology is dead. I still think there's a use case for it in the future. So things like Blur, we do like to invest in just because we know that things like Blur and Solana are still going to have a big NFT narrative for themselves when they come back. Yeah, it doesn't, just because the money has left the projects doesn't mean the project technology isn't useful anymore. So there's that. Like if you saw Narwhal's last video, you talked about like BTC. That's not going to do 25, 50x anymore. Those days are done. BTC is still something that we like to trade, let's say in futures, and it is also something that we do recommend in your portfolio. Again, this is not financial advice. We're not financial advisors. This is just crypto and how it works for us. But yes, you do need a store of value. You need something that won't collapse like the other cryptos. So you take the most dominant one, and that is Bitcoin. Bitcoin's always been the apex asset. And always will be. And their blockchain is different than everyone else's. That's why it's the slowest. So you got to look elsewhere. You got to look, people are looking at AI. Everyone's talking about AI, but if they're talking about it now, is it done? Have you missed it? That's something you got to think about. Like we started into AI, I think it was, I would say, probably 6 months ago when it really started. We started looking into AI projects and investing in them. So we've had, and we have positions in AI already set from a little while ago, but doesn't mean that it's totally dead now. But is that the hottest narrative? Is that going to be the big narrative? Here at Blue Collar Crypto, we did have the unique connection to a project, a big project, and a huge narrative that's launching from the Philippines and Dubai. So I would say the partnership is between the two of them. Dubai obviously has the best servers, and they can handle the apps and platforms that and blockchains that need to happen when these new projects and narratives come into play. So they're one of the partners. But the big thing is the narrative. So what is it? Like how much more can we pick and find different aspects of finance to turn into a useful blockchain, a useful token? How many more things? I mean, it is endless. You could do as many as you want. I mean, we can sit there and brainstorm and then pick at, how this company makes transactions with another, but then we could just go in and create different blockchain tokens to verify each product and when it was created, when it was packaged, shipped, for each individual one, even though we're just talking about two different companies. Yeah, we could do that, but is that going to make money? Is that where people want to put their money? Because that, I mean, hey, some people do. Everyone out there will buy something. There's something's interested in everything. So, but that doesn't mean you're going to put your life savings in something like that. I mean, if you think the project's going to do well, I never suggest that you put all your eggs in one basket. But if that's what you're passionate about and you think it's a blockchain or a project that's going to change the world, then yeah, you do it. But this narrative, this is something that's been around forever. It's already a multi-billion-dollar industry. And now you're just going to be able to connect crypto decentralization to it. Because what's decentralization again? That means that nobody knows except you, which is the way it should be, what your funds are, what you're holding. Nobody should know that. It should just be you. I totally believe that. Why should anybody else know your private business? Why should anyone else have your private keys? The government's trying to say that in crypto. Oh, but we should, have copies of everyone. No, no, you don't. No, you don't. Do you have a copy? Does the government have a copy of the key to your house or the key to your car? No. Does anyone else? No, you have it. That should be your thing. But the narrative, the narrative is something you see on commercials if you still have cable. Every commercial break, you know what it is? It's not food, because there's always food. I'm dieting now, so I always see the food commercials. I never notice them until I'm dieting. Do you see it? Do you see those commercials? People have cable out there. If you watch sports, you have cable. Well, no, then again, you could still catch that, but it'd be late. It's hard to catch live and it not be like, So the narrative is gambling. Gambling, casino has been around forever, for a long time. And you know how much money goes to that. We like to go to Niagara and do that every now and then. I'm not huge into casino gambling, but when we're there, I play and I love it. But I don't need to go all the time. Now, I know lots of people, and you can tell because the industry makes a lot of money, that a lot of people want to gamble. And if you look on your commercials, you're going to see all the online platforms and apps for gambling. They're nonstop. And you see you see Wayne Gretzky, Jamie Foxx, you see all these different people plugging these new betting apps. What you got, huh? It is spa day, Jamie. This crypto has snuck their way in to be the one and only casino token to be utilized in all these betting apps. It's launching shortly. You can start looking into the project now. But when this thing goes, it's going to blow. Like the liquidity is being dumped onto the token this week. I think by the end of this week, so maybe by tomorrow. And it's being CMC approved actually at the same time or early next week. And there is already a bunch of pre-bought JTBit tokens. That is the name of the token, JTBit. There's already pre-bought tokens from casinos waiting for the CMC to be approved. So once that's approved, which should be tomorrow or early next week, then those buys will go in and then liquidity will be dumped and you're going to see that thing skyrocket. Now, there's also JTBit is also involved with universities. The universities, the creator is, I don't know if I should say everything yet, but the creator is really close with the royal families in Asia. So she's close with the royal family in Malaysia and Macedonia, and they have approved her to use JTBit as token with their universities. So it's actually going to be used as their tuition payments. And the courses that the creator actually developed, she developed courses for these universities too that help them learn about blockchain, have them learn coding, have them learn trading and investing. So the smart thing, the creator of JT-Bit has actually made a use case for it for schools, not just casino. And then with the schools, it's actually training them to work with the company. Because there's other things with JT-Bit. Like, guys, the casino's huge. Like, think about it. Think about when everything was locked down. Do you know where these people were gambling before online apps and gambling apps were made? They were in Decentraland. The smart ones, the ones that knew. You could buy mana. Remember when mana took a big jump, the last bull run? People were in Decentraland gambling because you could take your avatar and gamble. So they were doing that. And it's decentralized. Like, if you don't get that part, it's this time, if you gamble, if you bet on sports games or boxing or UFC, like, you have to load it from your bank account. And then when you win, you would take your winnings back into your bank account. So guess what? Everyone knows that your bank, the government, they know how much you spent, how much you pulled out, and how much you won. And that could be taxable either way. Or what if you're in a different country, or you're from a different country and want to use an app that has this certain play or certain bet? Now you don't have to worry, because all you do is you're buying in to one currency, JT-Bit, and then it can be utilized on all of these platforms. And then you just cash out JT-Bit when you're done. You cash out the JT-Bit to BNB and then into cash, and nobody knows. It's as easy as that. Well, there's another big thing about JT-Bit. This platform actually develops staking. So you could actually make money staking JT-Bit. You get this token and you stake it. It's 365 day staking. So your return on investment is 1% every day for 365 days. Yeah. And we're already staked, baby. So go check it out. Go see the link below in the description. Log on to JT-Bit. Look at it. Read the white paper if you want. Listen to some of the videos we have on our channel. We've been talking about it. We just got back from the Philippines in May. So we've been working with them ever since we got back. And the CMC and the liquidity is about to drop. So if you want to get in on this token, make sure you look at the links below and get started. If you have any questions, hit us up in the comments. Again, JT-Bit token, it's going to go 1000x. So many people are into online gambling. And for you to be able to do it decentralized, for you to be able to do it with low fees, for you to be able to do it and it's only one currency, it's going to be the future of gambling, of online casino. It's going to be the future of staking. It's going to be so easy. It's so easy to stake. Like, get onto the platform and see. It's really easy to stake. And now the creators have utilized it in universities. Like, come on. If you want a coin for the next bull run, it's JT-Bit. You can get it on cents on the dollar right now, and this thing's going to 10. All right. Crypto G, Blue Collar Crypto. I'll see you soon. You know what? That's a different episode. We'll talk about that another time. But here we go. All right. I keep straying away. I wonder how many cuts I'm going to make for this, or if Narwhal is going to cut this for me. I was going to ask him to cut this video, so we'll see. I'm having an issue with editing lately. You know what? That's a different episode. We'll talk about that another time. But here we go. All right. The narrative. The narratives. Is that going to be the big narrative? something for the future, a narrative for the future. But